I think it's a very interesting question indeed. Where does the pace come from? Now, 11 to 8 on at the off, and the outsider Circus is coming up there to share it early on, but now Gulland goes on. There's a Derby trial probably for Gulland, who leads to, in second place, Circus, the green jacket Little Indian. The red-hot favourite Xaar, pink cap at the back of the pack, following a sprint horse in sprint horse in Princely Air, with daggers drawn also towards the rear. And it looks a good pace, this, and a useful stride on that leader, Gulland, who shows the way. One on soft ground at Ponty last year, stepping up in class here. The run with the red and white striped cap, Circus. Princely Air is a Group 1 winner the far side. Then in the green colours, Little Indian, spot on today. Daggers drawn much better at this pace than the Pottery going down to the start pace. And Xaar is just at the back of the pack, and Olivier Pellier is asking him to quicken a little bit to keep close company with these on this ground. The stable are out of form, aren't they? But here comes Xaar the outside, making ground now, and it's still Gulland who has it to Princely Air in second, then Circus and Little Indian. Now daggers drawn, and Xaar is having to go to work. Look at him come through on the left if he's going to do it. Only a quarter of a mile in which to show devastating speed to get past Gulland. Princely Air in second. Now he pulls wide on Xaar. Now he starts that charge. Now he's starting to pick up. Here's Gulland the target. Daggers drawn, tries to come down to the dip. And this is the worst bit of ground here they'll encounter. Gulland pressed by Xaar the outside. And here goes Xaar. Xaar coming to take Gulland. They've gone 6 clear of the others. Up towards the line, Xaar. Gulland's coming back for more. He's having to race this Xaar, but this will do him good. Look at Gulland rally, but Xaar holds on. Gulland is second, Circus third. Princely Air 4, daggers drawn 5, Little Indian 6 to 6. Whew, that was hard work. Xaar has won. Number 3, the Symphonic horse, Khaled Abdullah owns and bred this chap, Xaar. Olivier Pellier's ridden him, and Andre Fabre's trained the winner here. It was hard work, but doesn't he just answer? He finds more, he finds more, and he finds more. But a brave performance, a very brave performance indeed by Gulland, who wasn't good enough for this 11 to 8 on favourite today. And this will surely have put him spot on for the big test yet to come. He's answered it. He just had to quicken up. He just had to be rallied with something to go. I think he's won with just a bit in hand mark here. And the good news is they pulled well clear of the third, but the third was a maiden.
That wasn't Symphonic acceleration. Didn't he take his time to get going? But I think he beat an outstanding horse in Gulland as well and landed the odds, as GG called, as they were leaving the stalls. The last show from the ring was 11 to 8 on that Xaar. The runner-up Gulland, what a Derby trial that horse ran, sent off at 4 to 1 Gulland, and Circus was third for the informed Clive Britton. Double carpet, 33 to 1, that Circus. But Xaar, the 31st favourite in 93 runnings this century to win it, the third in the 90s of the Desert Story last year, and Marjou in 91. Is the first French-trained winner of the Craven Stakes, a race they don't bother about at all, the French, first time they've ever won it. And he's the fourth colt to win the Dewhurst in the autumn here and come on and win the Craven Stakes. Agdal in the 80s, Mygoli in the 40s, and Kennemore just before the First World War. An outstanding performance there from that Xaar, who's the 12th odds-on winner of the Craven Stakes this century. 15 have been beaten, but 12th odds-on winner, and Xaar. The punter confidence was so strong at the end. You smelt that this was going to win, and it's certain now to be odds-on. That is going to come on so much. Remember, trainer Andre Fabre said it's only 81.5% fit today on going it didn't like. But if you're going to win like that, what price will it be for the Sagittar 2,000 guineas? We'll let you know on 4. You've won it.
Well, I don't know how Mac knows he doesn't like the going, because I think there's two delighted trainers here. Firstly, it's a trial race, and it's not been a flat-out gallop, but Olivier Pellier on Xaar here has won with a little bit in reserve, not a lot, a little bit in reserve, but Gulland has run a fantastic race, but he very much had the run of things, and he was almost impossible to pull up as they went past the post. He quickened the tempo, and they pulled right away. But the point to remember here is 3 furlongs out, Gulland takes 5 or 6 lengths off Xaar, who dropped the bridle and ran a bit flat and suddenly had an awful lot to do, and is giving £3. Gulland, more of a stayer at 2, a lovely, powerful galloping action, easy way of going, and the dilemma facing Jeff Ragg, although he's far too experienced to let anybody sway his own mind, is should he let this horse run in the Guineas? Because he is in the Guineas, and as Mac has pointed out, he's run a fine Derby trial, whatever you think about his Guineas chances. But they've pulled right away, which is always a good sign. Look at Gulland using his stride, but look at Xaar. He's got work to do, but he actually makes up the ground on Gulland pretty easily once he's opened up. Remember, they're all accelerating now. When you look in the split times in the paper in the morning, it's always the second last furlong that's the quickest here at Newmarket, and people get the impression they're tiring up the hill. In point of fact, they're racing uphill, so of course they will be slower. He gets there, Pellier thinks he's going to win snug, but he has to smack him a couple of times, and looking head on, just look at the way he dishes his leg there. We pointed out beforehand. Gulland doesn't stop at all. He battles on really well. Two fine colts, and we'll be very much looking forward to seeing both of them, if not both of them in the Guineas, certainly Xaar in the Guineas and Gulland in the Derby. Right to the line now. They've both had to work. They haven't had desperately hard races, but they've had to go and do their job. And near the end, Olivier Pellier just has to ask for a little bit more. But given what we knew beforehand, that was a first-rate performance. And they'll be very happy.
This horse has run a very fast time under the conditions, 4.5 seconds faster than the Sandfly ran over the mile yesterday, and all the other times today have been slower than the equivalent races yesterday. Big applause, but already tremendous buzz about what Gulland might do in the Derby. This is definitely the top form, and the flat racing season in the classic sense is now really off and running.